What is up? Welcome to today's video. It is Danny here. So, coming for you right now from Singapore. So you see, one of the questions I get asked quite a lot is it true about all the laws and regulations in Singapore? Is it really that strict? And today I want to share my experience with it, share about some of the crazy laws I just researched online. So that is coming up. Let's go. So with that, welcome back to the video. My name is Danny, this is Judy, and right now we're traveling through Singapore. We're gonna be traveling to the Philippines. Right now I'm doing a travel series here on the channel, talking about travel, health, and mindset. And you know, this question is so frequently asked. Singapore, is this like the super crazy rich country? Or this is like it's number one, and number two is like, is it true about all the laws? A few little experiences out there that I want to share with you, and also just some of the laws that I just researched that do definitely sound quite crazy. So I would say, should we start out with chewing gum? So the no chewing gum law. I think this is one of the first things that people hear about when it comes to Singapore and the laws, and it's actually quite a famous one. I think it got into place in 1992, at least that's what I just looked up. And as far as I looked into it, it was mainly for the reason that people have been spitting their gum on the ground in government housing, and overall the Singapore government back in the day really tried to keep this place extremely clean, and it's definitely that. It's extremely safe, extremely clean, and therefore they just made this law. And the reason why I'm telling you this story right now is because actually Judy had some gum on the plane with her, and then we were like, should I keep it? And she left it on the airplane, and I was actually thinking like, I think you can have some. And what I just looked up, I'm not 100% sure if it's true, but it's kind of like you can take like 2 packs of gum personally, and you cannot buy it anywhere here. But I personally feel like it's really not a big deal. I don't feel like people are like, oh my god, I don't have any gum. It's just a law that was effective back in the day, and I feel like it's effective as of right now. You don't see any gum on the ground, but it's definitely a thing that is quite unique to Singapore. In a second we're gonna take the subway, but for now let's check out the gardens. Okay, so on our way right now to the Gardens by the Bay, probably one of my favorite places. And today in the Gardens by the Bay is just pretty much a super futuristic botanical garden. So as of right now, we're about to catch the subway, and in the subway there's a clear no eating, no littering rule. And I think last year when we have been here, you have been drinking something, right? And
but not in the subway. Just
yeah, like in this area. And she just got like calmly approached by this guy, and he was like all friendly about it. So it's really hard to tell how strict they are about obeying the rules, about enforcing the rules in the way. But as far as we experienced it, everything is super clean, super ordered. But yet, so this was the one situation we got in trouble with the law, but other than that, yeah, those are the subway rules. Alrighty, for right now, heading to our hotel, super loud. Now I'm back in the hotel, feeling good, like it's so hot outside. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about some of the interesting laws here, and then we're gonna be heading out to have some dinner. Looking forward to first cracking cold Coke Zero. I really wanted to figure out what is the deal with the chewing gum, because I was actually quite upset that she left them in the airplane. So yeah, the policy in terms of chewing gum, as I said, you can bring like 2 packets yourself, but if you're gonna import them on scale, if you're gonna be selling them here, you're gonna get into a lot of trouble. And I've been talking to some locals, and I definitely got the feeling that the people don't really feel limited by it or anything like that. And in terms of how strict I appear, I feel like Singapore is for me. We're gonna talk about that in a second, but I found this really interesting article. So there's pretty much a list of like 10 weird things that are illegal in Singapore. And yeah, just to read a few of them is like walking naked in your house is illegal. As mentioned, there it is, chewing gum. And yeah, another funny thing is like, if you don't flush the toilet, you can get a punishment of 150 to up to 500 Singapore dollars. Connecting to another person's Wi-Fi, 10,000 Singapore dollars, or up to 3 years in prison. Annoying someone with a musical instrument or singing in public, up to 3 months in prison. So, and you know, let me tell you like that, things that you should not do in Singapore. Really, for everyone who's watching the video so far and maybe is getting a wrong impression of everything here being super strict, and obviously also a lot of people from Singapore are watching, so I would be super interested in how you feel about the things that I mentioned in the video about the chewing gum and everything else. But as I can tell so far, the few local people that I met here, to me, I asked them about how do you feel about the chewing gum thing, and they are really like, they don't care, like, so what, you cannot buy chewing gum, it's not that big of a deal. As mentioned, like, you can bring some with you if you really want to. But when it comes to other laws, like for example jaywalking also is going to be fined for like I don't know how many Singapore dollars, but like for example in Germany where we are living, it's the same thing, but it's pretty much only if you're gonna get caught talking to some people. Like if there are like such strict laws and fines, there's probably also a lot of like, for example, patrols in the street, and I gotta say it's completely the opposite. So any presence of police or anything, I've never experienced that, and I feel like the reason for that is that it's not really necessary. Like, sure that I'm just going about my day, just having fun, just having a good time and not causing any trouble, but other than that, I personally feel on the one side super safe in Singapore, but on the other side also I don't feel like super restricted by all the laws and everything. And yeah, like a thing that I wasn't sure if whether I should be mentioning it or not, like for example at the Marina Bay area, there are all the a lot of these signs where it says no fishing, and quite a few times I've seen people fishing and actually pulling out some quite big fishes. So somebody's gonna have a nice dinner, and I don't know if this person thinks it's worth it or if it just like people don't really care. So on our way, probably gonna go to some restaurant. We'll see what we can do. We're both striped tonight.
But you were distracted.
Well, the thing is, you have a bunch of stuff with you. You have like 5 outfits. I have 2 shirts, so the likelihood of me wearing striped is like 50-50. Hello. Hey Ben. Hey guys, so today we decided to keep it local. We are at some form of a food court. Have you seen the name of it? No. Not really. So it's super hot, it might start to rain. We're more or less kind of like without a rooftop. There's a bunch of ventilators, so I'm probably gonna have something spicy. We're really gonna try our way through it, so let's see what we can get. Alrighty guys, so we just woke up. It's like 7 a.m. The sun is rising. Beautiful morning. Yesterday was super rainy, but yeah. Oh. Got myself a water. And gonna be hitting the gym now. We checked it out. They have a little tiny hotel gym, but it's definitely better than. Hi. I'm already in the process. Thank you. Alrighty guys, so for a second pretty much I decided to take it to the streets, soak in some of the morning vibes. It's already super busy, but for now coffee's gonna kick in any minute. Let's get in a nice full upper body workout. Okay, and as you have seen yesterday, we have been at this food court, super local. We loved it. The food was great, tasted really amazing. I think the name of it is Chum Chum Food Court. And the name, the reason why I know it, I've seen it at some point, but when I came home, I had a comment under the latest video. Hey, yo, I've just seen you at the food court. So that's funny, but I've just texted Judy and she said that she's not feeling well at all with her stomach, so that's definitely not good. Okay, so a few hours later, I've been doing some editing quite intensely. So this has been the first video from Singapore, quite a few cool shots. Check it out if you haven't yet. And yes, this was the video. Don't do this in Singapore. I hope you enjoyed it. Judy's feeling a little better already.
Yes.
How you doing?
After 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, she slept until like 2 p.m. but that's what you need some time to do. So we're gonna be heading out to the city, starting out the next vlog. I think I'm gonna be talking about like cost of living. How much can you get for $100 in Singapore? So I'm gonna be doing both sides. On the one side, the affordable side of Singapore, on the other side, a little bit more expensive one. Of most people think Singapore is super expensive, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. So that's gonna be the next video coming tomorrow. Until then, you got a world to see. Smash the thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Until next time.
Oh, willst du was Ekliges sehen? Oh mein Gott.
What do you got?